What's up, MizzMagTV? It's Conor Maynard.
So this is your first Teen Awards. What can the Maniacs expect from this?
The Maniacs can expect a party. I think whenever I do live shows, I think it always kind of adds a new side to my music. I think when people listen to the CD, when they come to see you live, they want to have two different experiences. And I think for me, when I perform live, it's about getting them involved, making them have fun. And this particular performance is going to be for an amazing cause. So definitely want to get everyone in good spirits and hopefully inspire others. Obviously me starting the way I started, it was all kind of just by myself in my room, recording covers, and obviously I got to where I am now. So I think for me it's just about showing others that they can do it as well. So yeah.
Are you excited to see anyone in particular?
Who am I excited to see on the lineup? I'm definitely excited to see Taylor Swift. I've never actually seen her perform live before. Little Mix I know they're gonna kill it as well. So One Direction, obviously they're gonna be there. Those guys are really cool. So yeah, this is just pretty much, and then Conor Maynard as well. Can't wait to see him. But no, I'm really excited to see a whole bunch of the acts. So yeah, it should be really cool.
Well, how would you describe yourself as a teen?
Describe myself as a teen? Well, I'm nearly not one anymore.
Yeah,
I turned 20 in November, so it's gonna be all over. My life will end, and then But no, I think for me, I suppose my teen years have definitely been, the funniest years of my life so far, and yeah, it's been amazing. I think being a teenager is definitely it's definitely a good time to do amazing things. I think when you are a teenager and you are young, I think it is always that more impressive when you're so young and you go away and do something incredible. And I think that's why this is such a cool thing to do, because it's celebrating those teenage amazing people. So yeah.
Did you enjoy school? What was your favourite subject?
I did enjoy school. My favourite subject was actually geography. It's a bit random, but I got an A star in geography GCSE, so I was really happy with that. I brag about that wherever I go, so I make sure I let everyone know they got an A star in geography. That's my claim to fame. But yeah, I think for me, school was real fun. I think obviously not only but did I obviously the whole work side of it, but obviously just seeing my friends at school. I think when people say, oh yeah, I miss school so much, you're mainly saying that you miss seeing all your friends and that kind of thing. And I think for me, school was all about that kind of being with my friends and having a good time. So
yeah. So teens can sometimes struggle with image and style. Yours is obviously very dapper. Do you have any advice for any teens out there?
Advice? I think it's always just a matter of opinions. Someone might come up to me and say, oh, you look really nice. Someone might come up and say, you look like a sloth. And I'm like, right, okay, thanks for that. But yeah, I think people. It's always about opinions, and I think for me, it's all about just doing what you feel comfortable in and rocking it. I think it's just all about kind of believing in yourself and having your own style. I think for me, even when I was doing in terms of music, when I was doing my covers, it's all about being original and unique. And I think if people are always going to have to decide whether they like it or not, but if it's what you like and if it's what you choose to go with, then that's cool. So yeah.
Did you ever struggle to get on with your parents as a teen? If so, how did you cope with it?
The main time I struggled to get on with my parents, I suppose, was the battle between homework and music. I think for me that was kind of the main struggle in terms of it's hard to come to step back and no, I want to be a singer, and they're like, right. I think everyone else does, so you're not the only person, so you should definitely do your homework still. So I think for me, sometimes there will be arguments, sometimes there will be disagreements, but I was definitely fortunate in the way that I definitely had my parents very supportive behind me there when I was doing what I wanted to do. And obviously some people may not have that, but I think for me, there's always someone out there that can be supportive of you, whether it's your friends, another member of your family, something like that. I think there's always support from somewhere.
What's the worst thing that you were ever punished or grounded for?
I think it was mainly my arguments with my brother. My brother is quite similar to me, he's 17, 2 years younger than me. So I used to have big arguments with him, and they normally end in tears. And my tears, not me.
Yeah.
I would cry in the corner. No, but yeah, I think for me it was mainly my disagreement with my brother. I think that's one of the main things that I think a lot of my friends used to get in trouble for as well. Just like massive arguments with their brother or their siblings and stuff. So that was probably my worst thing. So yeah.
Have you enjoyed being a teenager, or did you feel loads of pressure?
I definitely have enjoyed being a teenager. I think sometimes you get caught up in things that don't really matter as much as you think they do at the time. You think that you've just broken up with your girlfriend, so it's the end of the world and you're never going to find anyone like her again, but you've literally got the rest of your life ahead of you and you will find someone else. I think for me, there are a lot of moments in being a teenager where you think things are worse than they really are, and I think I've definitely learned that coming to the end of my teenage years. But I definitely think there's been some amazing moments as well. I think for me it's it's kind of the moment where you have the most amount of friends, and it's just kind of a free period of your life, like, so really, and you kind of start to gain your independence, and it's really cool. So yeah.
What are your best and worst things about being a teen, would you say?
Best and worst things about being a teenager. I think worst thing is probably exams are pretty difficult. I think for me, kind of going through the exams and stuff, that was quite a stressful time, and it is kind of daunting, kind of doing that. But I think once, actually, yeah, I suppose the best thing is after then. I think the best thing is kind of when you finish them and then you feel like, oh wow, I've done it, and it's all over, and kind of it's like you did, as long as you kind of you did your best and you went for it, then I think you can really just relax and have fun after that. So I think that's probably the best moment as well. So yeah.
Finally, we've already mentioned that you turned 20 in November, which is obviously the end of your teen years.
Yes.
Do you think you're expected to behave differently? Will you?
I may be expected to, but I probably won't. I remember when people used to say, when it's your birthday, oh, do you feel older? And you're like, no, kind of thing. It's just another day, kind of thing. I think for me, I'll probably still feel like I'm 19 when I'm 20. But I think for me, yeah, it's when I suppose I think. I am where I'm not really based on my age. That's just where I am. So I think when I turn 20, I'll probably still be exactly the same. It'd be funny though. Next time you see me on 20, I come in a suit and stuff, and I'm like, I work at a bank now. That'd be quite funny, but I don't think that'll happen. So yeah, make sure you guys check me out on October the 7th at the BBC Radio 1's Teen Awards. See you in a bit.